the Reserve Bank of India has now set up a web service, a web portal called, it's pronounced, we can pronounce it as UDGAM. UDGAM, as the case may be, UDGAM, Unclaimed Deposits Gateway to Access Information. Unclaimed Deposits Gateway to Access Information. Am I getting it right, Kartik?
Absolutely.
Right. So that's UDGAM.
So UDGAI would have been more realistic, but information, they've picked up the M instead of the I from information.
Oh, yeah, I didn't notice that.
UDGAI would have been a better acronym.
UDGAI, that would have been a good guy. So, anyway, fact of the matter is that this web service has been launched. It's supposed to help people recover their deposits across banks and across any financial institution where they have put in money. One portal for it. And I want to understand how much this is going to help. We have somebody joining us to help us talk us through this as well. We have Mr. Ravisutanjani Kumar, former Vice President, Partnership Special Projects Testbook, and now joining us. Ravi, thank you so much for taking time out to be with us here on News9 Live. If you can just help us understand, how does UDGAM work exactly? And more importantly, how important do you view this?
Thank you so much. Pleasure to be again on the show. Thanks once again, Kartik, for having me. So I think this is a very progressive development. RBI has already initiated 100 days and campaign in the month of May. But there was no centralized system. So this is going to be absolutely beneficiary. From the first, what we are able to see is that the UDGAM centralized portal will give access to people where you can check for unclaimed deposit in savings account and also in FDs by entering certain details. You just need to enter the name of the beneficiary or account holder. Then you have to enter one of the parameters. It can be ID, it can be date of birth. Post entering the details, appropriate details will be popped up, and you can download the reference number later, and you can visit to the nearest bank, whatever is the concerning branch, to claim the money in case if you are the eligible beneficiary. But it's one very important step towards transparency. This is what we are hearing from the community and also across the investors. It was a long due pain. As per reports, there are more than 35,000 crore rupees lying with banks in dormant accounts, right? So money should reach to the concerned beneficiary, and there has to be a centralized portal. So as of now, there are 7 to 8 banks that is currently live on the RBI UDGAM portal. In coming days, more and more banks will be added. So this is what we are able to understand till date. Yeah.
Ravi, you are obviously very well followed on social media, on X specifically, earlier referred to as Twitter, now called X. I just want to understand from you, a very basic problem that citizens often face when they're availing of any of these digital public goods, as they are referred to now, or any government-driven, portals, websites, apps, are the glitches. We saw when the IT income tax website was being redone by Infosys, multiple glitches. We've seen EPFO, it's almost always been impossible to navigate and get your job done. So you've done a nice long thread on X about, I don't know if it's still called thread, by the way, about a step-by-step approach of how to actually repatriate yourself with the money that has been unclaimed by you. Any glitches that you faced, and parallelly any success stories by way of conversations in that thread of yours, if it's still called that, on people who have actually been able to access some unclaimed money?
Very nice. So I would love to, call it Twitter or / threads only. To be very specific, I am honestly impressed by the development of this particular portal which is concerned. I honestly found it very easy to navigate with easy UX. At the same time, there has been success stories as well. I mean, yesterday only someone came to my DMs and said that, okay, I was able to track unclaimed money, and there are 2-3 more professionals on Twitter itself who break down the entire development, and comments are flooded with some positive reviews that, okay, I did not know, but with some advanced query, I'm able to find that, okay, there is some money lying in my Dadaji's bank account. Similarly, I think there is one major point that I think we need to discuss and understand is that a lot of these monies are lying in public sector banks, and majority of the people are not, it's going to be a lot of awareness and marketing campaigns by RBI from time to time via digital channels, where people should be aware. That is A. But as you correctly mentioned, not everyone would be digital savvy. I'm already seeing some, posters and banners across some cyber cafes, where these cafes are going to facilitate near to bank branches that, okay, if you are willing to search, you can come to this cyber cafe and we will help you, navigate through it. So it's going to be a long journey ahead. I think this is just a start. We'll see further development. But as of now, even if you need, once you have the information, you still need to go to the concerned base branch with all those documents. It's just a discovery platform as of now. So there is nothing more that you can do apart from discovery at present.
All right, let's then discuss that. So right now, the UDGAM portal will only help you discover. It's saying that like you have 5 unclaimed deposits. Okay, in these banks you have so much money.
Seven banks right now, all PSU banks on the UDGAM portal disclosing their data. Yeah.
So that all you get is data. You don't get the money actually, do you? What do you need to do to actually go and get the money once you've located it?
So if you understand the problem statement first, I think in the last 4 or 5 years since I have been tracking the industry, this is a very big problem statement that people were not even aware. So we needed to solve the discovery problem first, and I think this is where regulator has done the job. I think it's going to be in the interest of public itself. At least now you would know that, okay, if there was a dormant account in my name or maybe someone from my family, and if I'm eligible beneficiary, in my fingerprints on one centralized portal across all banks, I am actually able to face the information, and later on I can do the due diligence and the further paperwork with the bank. Another point I think we should also discuss is that you don't need to search with a specific bank one by one. That means whatever the number of live banks are available in the database, you can select all of them in one go. You can enter the information, name, date of birth, identity number, and everything. Even there are advanced search criteria like PIN code and address. With these inputs, you will be able to fetch, okay, if this person has dormant account in 3 bank account, you will be able to get those letters and data into a single portal. So that is something that is actually going to be beneficial for a lot of consumers.
Fair enough. The step number 1 is discovery. And now we have a portal for discovery. Fair enough, point taken. I'm just asking now, say I use that portal tomorrow and I've discovered three separate bank accounts that, put total 50 lakhs for me. I wish. So quickly, I have to go get that. How simple is that process right now, or are we, we're far away from fixing that process?
So, discovery was there, I think, but it was not centralized, to be honest. If you needed to search for, say, a specific account, you could directly visit to the branch, or there are, a specific portal or maybe PDF that you get on bank's website. As of now, once you have the relevant information, there is also a landing page of the concerned banks on the portal itself. Once you click on those links, it will take you to the bank's, URL or landing page for the more information. And there you can download the form, get more information, how to access that money and what are all the documents you need. And later on, with the coordination of the concerned branch officials, you will be able to claim that money in case if you are the eligible beneficiary. But as of now, yes, discovery is one thing. And in order to claim the money, you still need to visit the bank for due diligence.
There's discovery. So
Absolutely.
Wrong with
That
discovery.
point is well taken, Mr. Ravisutanjani, that this was a two-pronged problem. First, people did not know how much of their money lay unclaimed in deposits. That's the reason why 35,000 crore rupees are unclaimed deposits in Indian banks.
And this number incidentally has gone up successively over the last 10 years or so, except that apparently there has been a slight dip between the data from last year and this year. The data last year was at about 48,000 crores or so. Is that right? Yeah, about 48,200 crores. But as of February this year, in the PSU banks, which is about 87% as we saw in the pie earlier, that number has come down to about 35,000 crore rupees. So I think near about 43,000 crores is what seems to be in the unclaimed deposits kitty with the RBI right now.
That's a whole lot of money that Indians should access and bring it back into their accounts, and people like Ravisutanjani will help many, especially on X, formerly known as Twitter, with the kind of following that he has.
Or on our show. Hey, why X?
Or on our
right
show.
Here.
So watch our show, retweet it on Twitter along with Mr. Ravisutanjani as well. Ravisutanjani, always a pleasure having you. Thank you so much for taking time out to help us explain everything here on News9 Live. And with that, we've completely run out of time here on the show as well. Thank you all of you for watching. Thank you, Kartik, for joining us as well. So wrap here from my side, Krishnakumar signing off. Keep it with News9 Live.